Imagine this. You're standing there in the dead of night, the kind that presses down on your chest like an invisible weight, and everything you've ever chased, those dreams of a fuller life, the connections that once lit up your world, the quiet confidence you used to carry, feels like it's slipped through your fingers into some endless void. You've been one of the chosen ones, haven't you? That rare breed of soul the universe handpicked for a gauntlet of trials that would break most people, but somehow you've held on. The isolation that wrapped around you like a cold fog, the doubts that echoed in your mind during those sleepless hours, the walls that kept rising higher no matter how hard you pushed. And now, as March soon dawns, something cracks open inside you. A triumphant rupture that shatters the darkness forever. Feel it? The chains loosening, the first breath of real freedom rushing in. Congratulations, my friend. The long, dark night is over. You're liberated. You've probably felt it building for years. That sense of being adrift in your own life. Picture yourself in your mid-40s, maybe staring at the ceiling after another long day at a job that pays the bills but drains your spirit. The kids are grown or growing. The house feels emptier than it should, and your partner, if they're still around, looks at you with eyes that used to sparkle, but now just reflect a shared exhaustion. You scroll through social media, seeing everyone else's highlight reels, and wonder why your story feels stuck on repeat. That nagging emptiness isn't just fatigue, it's the mark of the chosen, the signal that you've been navigating a spiritual wilderness most folks never even glimpse. But here's the truth, March 2 isn't just a date on the calendar. It's your personal eclipse ending, the moment the universe says, enough, you've earned the light. Think back to those moments when the darkness felt thickest. Maybe it was last winter, huddled in your kitchen with a cup of coffee gone cold, replaying every what if that led to this point. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. What if you'd taken that risk years ago? What if you'd spoken up in that relationship before it frayed? The pain isn't abstract, it's visceral. The ache in your shoulders from carrying unspoken burdens, the hollow pit in your stomach when joy feels like a distant memory. You've battled through it all, haven't you? The betrayals from people you trusted, the career setbacks that made you question your worth, the quiet nights when faith felt like a flickering candle about to go out. And yet, something deep inside kept whispering, this isn't the end. That's the fire of the chosen burning steady, even in the storm. Now, as we step into this liberation, let that weight start to lift. Imagine the sun cresting the horizon on March 2nd. Its warmth touching your face for the first time in ages. No more wandering those shadowed paths alone. The universe is aligning now, doors creaking open to paths lined with possibility, new friendships that feel like old souls reuniting, opportunities at work that match the passion you've buried, a sense of purpose that pulses through your veins like electricity. You've endured the dark night not because you're cursed, but because you're chosen for something greater. And today, that greater thing begins. But wait, before you fully step into this, let's acknowledge how deep that darkness ran. It wasn't just bad luck, it was a refining fire, stripping away what didn't serve you. You've lost pieces of yourself along the way, sure, but what's emerging is stronger. purer. Feel the relief washing over you, the exhilaration of knowing you'll never have to go back there. This is your triumph, sealed on March 2nd. And if this hits home, if you're nodding along thinking, yeah, that's been me, hit that like button right now. It tells the algorithm to share this with others who need it too. Let's dive deeper into what that dark night really looked like for you, because recognizing it fully is the first step to leaving it behind forever. You know those mornings when you wake up with a heaviness that no amount of coffee can shake? The alarm blares, and instead of jumping into the day, you lie there staring at the cracks in the ceiling, wondering how life turned into this grind. For so many of us over 35, it's not just tiredness, it's a soul-deep fatigue. You've got the mortgage, the family obligations, the endless to-do list that never shrinks, and woven through it all is this isolation, like you're shouting into a void. Remember that family gathering last holiday? Everyone laughing, sharing stories, but you felt like an outsider in your own skin, smiling through the ache because admitting the loneliness would crack the facade. It's in the quiet moments that it hits hardest. The drive home from work with the radio on, but your mind miles away, replaying conversations that went south or opportunities you let slip. The doubts creep in like fog rolling off a lake at dawn. Am I enough? Have I wasted my shot? And the obstacles, they're everywhere, aren't they? That promotion you deserved but didn't get. The relationship that crumbled under the weight of unspoken resentments. The health scare that reminded you how fragile it all is. You push through, day after day, but it's like walking against a relentless wind, each step sapping a little more of your light. You felt the texture of that struggle, the rough edges of worry lines etching deeper into your face, the metallic taste of anxiety in your mouth during sleepless nights, the distant hum of traffic outside your window that underscores how alone you are in the crowd. What few people realize is how this dark night isn't random. It's a universal pattern for the chosen. Think of it like the American dream gone sideways. Not the shiny version sold in movies, but the real one, where perseverance meets purpose in the mess of everyday life. You've probably noticed friends your age hitting similar walls. The guy at the office who's successful on paper but drinks too much to quiet the noise in his head. Or your sister who's raised the kids but now stares at an empty nest, wondering who she even is anymore. It's that shared undercurrent of something's missing, a spiritual hunger masked as midlife malaise. And on March 2nd, as the calendar turns, that hunger starts to be fed. The isolation thins, the doubts quiet, the obstacles begin to crumble like dry earth under spring rain. But let's not gloss over the sensory pull of it all. Recall the smell of rain on pavement after a storm that mirrors your inner turmoil, or the way your favorite chair feels worn and comforting, yet somehow insufficient. These are the signs, the everyday echoes of a deeper call. You've been enduring this because you're built for more, wired for a breakthrough that redefines everything. And here's where it gets real. Ignoring these symptoms doesn't make them go away. It just prolongs the night. But acknowledging them? That's the dawn breaking. Now imagine shifting from recognition to revelation. Why does this dark night descend on the chosen like clockwork, especially around those pivotal ages? The truth is, it's not punishment, it's preparation. Science backs this up. Studies from places like Harvard's Grant study show that midlife often brings a crisis of meaning, where the brain's reward centers recalibrate after years of survival mode. But spiritually, it's the universe's way of clearing the deck. You've been handpicked to shed the superficial, to let go of the illusions that keep most people comfortable but unfulfilled. Consider the causes rooted in our American reality. We're a nation of go-getters, raised on stories of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. But that hustle culture, it breeds disconnection. You chase the next promotion, the bigger house, the perfect family photo, only to find the void widening. Spiritually, it's like the biblical dark night of the soul. Think Elijah in the cave, waiting for the still small voice after the earthquake and fire. For you, it's the isolation from overcommitting, the doubts from comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's curated feed, the obstacles from a society that values output over inner peace. And here's the part that few people understand. This darkness peaks because your soul is awakening. Quantum physics even hints at it. Entanglement, where your energy aligns with higher frequencies only after disruption. You've felt those subtle shifts, haven't you? The random urge to pray or meditate, the dream that leaves you pondering your path. But the real cause? Unresolved patterns from your past, like childhood wounds that echo in adult struggles, or karmic lessons the universe insists you learn. For Americans 35 and up, it's compounded by life stages, empty nests, career plateaus, the realization that time isn't infinite. March 2nd marks the end because you've integrated those lessons, resilience forged in fire, wisdom from the ashes. But before I go deeper into how this revelation changes everything, let's pause on a story that might mirror your own. Take Sarah, a 42-year-old teacher from Ohio. She spent years in a marriage that looked solid from the outside, but felt like walking on eggshells inside. The darkness hit during a brutal winter, isolation amplifying every argument, doubts convincing her she was unlovable. Obstacles piled up, budget cuts at work, kids pulling away. She wondered if faith was just a crutch. Then one March morning, coincidentally the 2nd, she woke with a clarity she'd never known. It wasn't magic, it was culmination. The causes? Years of suppressing her spiritual side for practicality. Now, liberated, she's rebuilding with authenticity. What comes next could change everything for you too, because understanding the causes isn't enough. It's the gateway to transformation. And that's where the real power of March 2 lies. Not just ending the night, but stepping into a liberated life. Let's build on that revelation, because the causes run even deeper than we might think at first glance. Picture the spiritual undercurrents. In ancient texts, the chosen are those who face the abyss to emerge enlightened, like the hero's journey Joseph Campbell described, which resonates so strongly in our storytelling-obsessed culture. For you, it's personal. The why behind the isolation is often a call to solitude for self-discovery, away from the noise of superficial connections. Scientifically, neuroplasticity plays a role. Prolonged stress rewires the brain toward negativity, but awareness flips the switch. You've been in that loop, haven't you? The cycle of striving, faltering, doubting, all while your higher self waits patiently. Now, alternating back to those symptoms, let's make it tangible. Envision your typical Tuesday evening, the kids' homework scattered on the table, the scent of takeout lingering because cooking feels like too much. You sink into the couch, remote in hand, but the shows blur together. That disconnection? It's the dark night's fingerprint making even simple joys feel distant. Or the physical toll, the tension headaches from grinding your teeth at night, the restless legs that keep you pacing, mirroring the inner unrest. Americans in their late 30s and beyond report this in droves. A Gallup poll shows over 60% feeling disengaged from daily life. But for the chosen, it's amplified, a spiritual alarm bell. Delving further into causes, consider the environmental factors we overlook. Our fast-paced world, with its 24/7 connectivity, starves the soul. Spiritually, it's the imbalance of masculine drive over feminine intuition. Think the yang energy run amok without yin rest. Data from the American Psychological Association highlights rising midlife depression linked to unfulfilled purpose. For you, the obstacles might stem from generational patterns. Parents who taught endurance but not expression, leaving you armored against vulnerability. But March 2, it's the cosmic reset, where these causes converge into clarity. And what if I told you the solution starts with a simple acknowledgement? Transformation isn't about grand gestures. It's daily steps that realign your energy. Begin by carving out quiet time each morning. 10 minutes of deep breathing, inviting the light in. Sarah did this. After her breakthrough, she journaled her gratitudes, watching doubts dissolve like mist. Concrete steps follow. Identify one limiting belief from the dark night, like "I'm not worthy," and counter it with evidence from your trials. Your perseverance proves otherwise. Let's weave in more on symptoms to ground this. You've likely experienced the emotional whiplash, bursts of motivation followed by crashes, like trying to run a marathon on fumes. The sounds of it, the tick of the clock in an empty house, the echo of your own footsteps amplify the solitude. Textures, too, the crisp pages of a forgotten book symbolizing untapped wisdom. These aren't random, they're invitations to awaken. Causes reveal more layers. Spiritually, it's the shedding of ego, as Eckhart Tolle describes in The Power of Now, which aligns with Christian mysticism's dark night. Scientifically, cortisol levels spike in chronic stress, but mindfulness lowers them, paving the way for liberation. Your story fits, those family challenges, the career doubts, all orchestrated for growth. Now for transformation, let's outline a path. Step 1, release rituals. On March 10, write down what you're letting go, the isolation, the fears, and burn it safely, symbolizing the end. Step 2, reconnect spiritually. Read a verse or affirmation daily. "I am chosen for light" could be yours. Include movement, walks in nature, feeling the earth underfoot, grounding the energy shift. Real story. Mark, a 50-year-old engineer from Texas, faced bankruptcy and divorce in his dark night. Causes: suppressed creativity for security. Post-March 2 mindset, he started a side hustle in woodworking, blending faith and skill. Now his life blooms. But hold on, what if those symptoms resurface? That's where vigilance comes in. Notice the triggers: crowded rooms sparking isolation, deadlines fueling doubts. Address them head-on with boundaries. Say no to draining commitments. The solution builds resilience through community. Join a group of like-minded souls, perhaps online forums for spiritual seekers over 35. Feel the belonging. It's the antidote. Expanding on causes, let's touch the collective angle. In our divided America, external chaos mirrors inner turmoil. Politics, pandemics, economic squeezes amplifying personal shadows. Spiritually, it's collective karma the chosen help transmute. Data from Pew Research shows faith communities dwindling, yet spiritual hunger rising. You're part of that wave, riding it to liberation. Transformation deepens with visualization. Imagine yourself a year from now, relationships authentic, career purposeful, spirit soaring. Steps include daily meditation apps tailored for busy adults, or e-books like Call of the Chosen, the 30-day journey, which guides you through structured reflections. It's not fluff, it's a roadmap with prompts to journal symptoms, unpack causes, and implement solutions. If this sparks something, comment below. What's one symptom you've battled? Let's circle back to symptoms for fuller identification. The relational ones sting most. Conversations that fizzle, touches that lack warmth. You've felt the chill of emotional distance, the sound of silence after "I love you" goes unsaid. Or professionally, meetings where your ideas are overlooked, the fluorescent hum underscoring irrelevance. These are the dark night's tendrils, but naming them weakens their hold. Causes. Often it's the fear of vulnerability ingrained from youth. Big boys don't cry, or keep it together for the family. Spiritually, it's the soul's demand for authenticity over performance. Neuroscience shows the amygdala hijacks reason in stress, but therapy or prayer recalibrates it. March 2 accelerates this like a divine download. For solutions, layer in forgiveness practices. Forgive yourself for enduring the night it was necessary. Forgive others who contributed to obstacles. Concrete, a weekly ritual of letter writing, unsent, releasing resentment. Lisa, 38 from California, did this after losing her job and facing single motherhood. Her dark night caused isolation from pride. Now, liberated, she's thriving in a new role, purpose ignited. What few know is how these pillars interconnect. Symptoms signal causes, which solutions heal. Every 30 days, reassess. That's why resources like the Call of the Chosen ebook are gold. It breaks it into bites. Days for symptom mapping, cause exploration, solution building. Imagine the freedom of structured growth amid chaos. Symptoms evolve too. Post-liberation, what was exhaustion becomes energy, but watch for echoes. The morning fog lifting slower some days? Breathe through it. Causes linger if unaddressed. Trace them to core beliefs. Solutions? Integrate joy practices. Hobbies rediscovered like painting or hiking. Textures and scents reconnecting you to life. Another story. Tom, 55 from Florida, weathered health battles and empty nest syndrome. Symptoms: chronic fatigue, relational rifts. Causes: workaholism masking spiritual void. On March 2nd, he committed to yoga and Bible study. Transformation: vibrant community, renewed marriage. Share this if it resonates. Someone needs it. Delving deeper into causes, consider astrological or numerological angles for the spiritually inclined. March 2nd vibrates with renewal energies, Pisces, intuition peaking. But grounded. CDC data links midlife stress to heart issues, underscoring urgency. Your trials, preparation for impact. Solutions expand. Nutritional support for the body-spirit link. Omega-3s for mood, greens for vitality. Pair with affirmations. I am liberated. Light flows freely. Track progress in a journal, noting shifts from dark to dawn. Symptoms in family life. Arguments over trivialities masking deeper hurts. The clatter of dishes hiding tears. Identify, then cause probe. Inherited patterns. Solution. Family nights with honest talks, rebuilding bonds. The rhythm of this journey, symptom to cause to solution, mirrors life's breath. Inhale the pain, exhale the wisdom. For the chosen, March 2nd is the exhale's triumph. Let's keep unfolding this. You've identified the isolation's grip, the doubt's whisper. Now, what if the cause is a blocked chakra or simply unhealed trauma? Spiritually, it's the soul's curriculum. Scientifically, ACE studies show adverse experiences predict adult struggles. Liberation comes by integrating both. Solution step: seek mentorship. Find a spiritual guide or coach. Online communities abound for 35+ seekers. Real impact. After her dark night of infertility and career loss, Emily, 41 from New York, joined a women's circle. Causes unpacked, symptoms faded. Now she's authoring her story. But tension builds. What if old patterns tempt you back? Stay vigilant. Daily check-ins prevent relapse. The ebook Call of the Chosen offers 30-day tools, meditations for symptoms, insights on causes, actionable solutions. It's exclusive, designed for your exact phase. Grab it if you're ready for forever change. Symptoms of doubt manifest as procrastination, emails piling up, dreams deferred. Feel the stickiness? Cause: fear of failure rooted in past falls. Solution: micro wins, like 5-minute tasks building momentum. Causes in American context: consumerism's illusion of fulfillment, per studies from happiness experts like Sonia Lyubomirsky. Spiritually, it's attachment to material over divine. Transformation: declutter literally and figuratively. Donate items tied to old self. Meditate on non-attachment. John's Tale, 48 from Illinois. Post-divorce darkness, he simplified, finding purpose in volunteering. Liberated indeed. As we near the heart of this, remember, every symptom is a teacher, every cause a key, every solution a door. March 2nd unlocked yours. Expanding symptoms. The somatic side, tight chest during stress, shallow breaths echoing inner confinement. Daily life amplifies. Traffic jams symbolizing stalled progress, the bitterness of rushed meals. Causes: societal pressure for perfection, per APA reports on millennial parents carrying into Gen X. Spiritually, it's the ego's resistance to surrender. Solutions: breathwork classes or simple 4-7-8 breathing. Integrate faith. Prayer walks, feeling God's presence in the mundane. Storytime: Rachel, 37 from Georgia, battled postpartum isolation and career doubts. Causes: perfectionism from upbringing. March 2nd, sparked therapy and spiritual retreat. Now she's a mentor, light to others. If you're feeling this pull, subscribe for more on Chosen Paths. Don't miss the next revelation. Deeper causes, ancestral lines where unhealed family stories repeat. Explore genealogy or therapy to break chains. Symptoms in relationships: the unspoken resentments building like storm clouds, thunder of arguments. Solutions: communication workshops or ebook guided dialogues. The 30-day journey includes couple prompts if applicable. You've come far recognizing this. The dark night ends, but growth continues. Let's layer more. Symptoms of spiritual disconnection. Churches feeling hollow, prayers unanswered. The quiet despair of Sunday mornings alone. Causes: doctrinal rigidity clashing with personal evolution or secular drift in busy lives. Solutions: eclectic practice. Mix Bible with mindfulness. Data shows hybrid spirituality boosts well-being. For David, 52 from Colorado, dark night was faith crisis amid business failure. Causes: legalism. Post-liberation, he blended traditions. Purpose in coaching emerged. Tension: what if liberation feels scary? Embrace it. Unknown holds your best. The ebook details this. 30 days to solidify triumph. Urgency: limited intro price, your key to forever freedom. Symptoms wrap around health, unexplained aches, fatigue masking soul weariness. Causes: stress hormones disrupting sleep, per sleep studies. Solutions: holistic routines, herbs, exercise, rest, tied to spirit, yoga as prayer. Another voice: Maria, 45 from Arizona, endured illness and loss. Symptoms: overwhelmed. Causes: suppressed grief. March 2nd brought Healing Circle. Now she's a healer. Share your triumph below. What's lifting for you? Causes often hide in habits. Doom scrolling, feeding doubts, isolation from screens. Spiritually, it's distraction from divine call. Solutions: digital detoxes, nature immersion. Feel the shift. As pillars interweave, your narrative strengthens. Single symptom layer: creative blocks, ideas stifled by daily grind. Causes: fear of judgment in a critical world. Solutions: art therapy, free expression. The ebook has creative prompts. You've identified, revealed, transformed. March 2 sealed it. Now, as we approach the close of this journey, let's reflect on the path we've walked together. You started in that shadowy abyss, feeling the weight of isolation, the sting of doubts, the barrier of obstacles that defined your dark night. We unpacked the everyday aches, the empty evenings, the strained conversations, the quiet desperations that whispered you were alone in your struggle. Then we peeled back the layers to the hidden whys, the spiritual refining fire mixed with the scientific realities of midlife stress, the cultural hustles that disconnected you from your core. And through it all, we lit the way forward with steps that aren't just theoretical but lived. By Sarah rediscovering clarity, Mark rebuilding from ashes, Lisa forgiving to flourish, and so many more whose stories echo yours. This isn't just information, it's your liberation manifesto. Imagine carrying this forward. The resilience you built bending but never breaking. The wisdom etched from pain now guiding your choices. No more cycles of gloom. March 2 marked the end, and every day since builds on that triumph. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, with relationships deepening in authenticity, purpose igniting your work, and a spiritual glow that draws the right people near. The universe conspired for this. You've answered the call. If this video has stirred something in you, if you're ready to make this transformation stick, I urge you, dive into Call of the Chosen, the 30-day journey. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.